All right, guys, welcome into today's video. Let's freaking go, MMTLP. I'm going to take you back today on a trip down memory lane. That's right. If you remember, about 4 or 5 months ago, we had that Twitter space where John Berta came in and had a talk with us, and we got a lot of information out of that Twitter space. I went then and started the John Berta series where it was I believe I have my notes here, it was a 10 or 11 part series of videos, and each video was to break down certain parts of the interview to give them their own dedicated video. And today, I think we're starting to see part of this that John Berta has talked about in the past. MMTLP today is up 8.67%. We have 324,000 as the average volume. We did a little shy of 400,000 at 397,000 in volume. Currently looking at the futures, S&P is up 3.75 points. Dow futures up 24 points. The NASDAQ futures are up 12 points. And the Russell is up 2 points. So, guys, here's this video I did back, and we're gonna watch this video together. We're gonna do a little reaction to it, and let's get to it here. So here it is. MMTLP will have a new ex-dividend date, S1 filing, MMAT stock. Did this video on May the 18th, 2022. Over 3,600 views, over 262 likes. Thank you all very much. And let's go here and do some reactions. I will put this whole video down in the pinned comments so you guys can go rewatch this video. I should probably create a folder of the John Berta series videos that I did, because there is some great information that was said back in that Twitter space that's, like I said, just happening today. Let's get to this video here. Welcome in, my future meta millionaires. Can you believe we are on part 9 of the John Berta interview / conversation series? And we're getting into some real juicy stuff in this video. That's right. We're going to hear Berta talk about there's going to be a new ex-dividend date followed after the S1 filing. And we're going to hear Berta explain all that. He also talks about how the rats are going to be scurrying around. And just the rats are going to be running around, which is the shorts. And we're going to get into that. So just, man, make sure you just go ahead. I'm going to tell you right now. You're going to get value out of this video. So go ahead and smash thumbs up. Leave a comment down below for that algorithm. And just go ahead and do it, because I promise you won't be disappointed. Here comes the good stuff, guys. I promise. Smash that.
And it's hard too, because sometimes people are like, "Oh, please don't talk about the divvy," and then there's other people who are like, "That's all I want to talk about." But I mean, for me, I'm just waiting to see how things play out, because I know George has a plan, right? And we're not all privy to it, but that's the catalyst, and that's what I'm waiting to see what happens.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens when we do the filing on the S1, like we had mentioned in the press release, and then the date comes when that, because there has to be another dividend date. There will be after the S1 is approved, there will be a dividend date.
So right there, you heard it, guys. And if you don't know John Berta, you may want to, if you're new to this and you're just brand new to this, John Berta is the former CEO of Torchlight, which was the merger company Meta used to get on the stock market. So that's where MMAT is at. We're selling the oil and gas assets, and we got Berta here, the former CEO of Torchlight for the oil and gas assets. He's still a consultant in Meta Materials. That's how he's still able to speak about this, but he can only talk about really publicly known information. Sorry about the ad here, guys. It'll just be a quick one. All right, so he just said right there, we're going to have an S1 filing. And after the S1 filing is approved, MMTLP will have a new ex-dividend date. That's right. So just for an example, if they come out with the S1 filing, it gets approved. They could say holders of the record date on July 1st will get the preferred share dividend. Now, we don't know what the date is because it hasn't came out yet. But in that latest press release, they announced it could be in the next it said in the as you know, the date should be coming very soon. The filing is out there. We're waiting on the SEC to approve that amended S1. Coming months. Now, we don't know when that could be, but we'll have to wait and see. So keep that in mind, guys. But he's going to talk about some interesting stuff here about what could happen once this S1 filing is approved, once the new ex-dividend date is out there. So make sure you listen, and we're going to touch base on it.
And then you're going to see, the rats scurrying, I should say, to see, and then everything will come to fruition. So
it's like S1's about ready to be approved, and we see a move like this today. Guys, let's face it, we're in a completely bear market. I mean, bear market's out there. The Dow plunged over 1,400 points yesterday. CPI was a disaster. This thing is up over 8.5% today. I think we're going to start slowly to see some coverage start to happen. And I would not be surprised we start to see some massive moves in this. And I would not be surprised when these massive moves do take place that you're going to start seeing other YouTubers, other influencers start to cover this for the hype cycle. That's going to happen. A lot of people's going to come into this, start covering it. So it's going to draw a lot of attention if they start these big swings of 20, 30, 50% swings, if not 100% swings in this, because who knows what, the shorts in this is just unreal. So I just wanted to touch base on this old video there with the former CEO of Torch Energy, John Berta. Basically said there's going to be a new ex-dividend date. Once that date's announced, the rats are going to be scurrying. They are on a timeline to cover those shorts because they cannot hold a short position into a company going private. So I don't know what we're going to see here, man. Could we have an overstock situation? I don't freaking know. It's going to be super excited. We covered a few months back, I think it was NOG oil stock, NOG. I believe it's my pinned video on the channel, that they did a $40 buyback of the Series A preferred shares. So we're going to have to wait and see, man. And you know how oil was kind of on the downswing? And, well, oil and gas is back on the upswing. That's right. Look at WTI crude creeping up here at 88.88. Brent crude 94.41. Natural gas back over $9 at $9.06. So the stuff's starting to swing back in our favor. And it is just so funny that, like I said, a video I did back 4 months ago of John Berta giving us a timeline of what's going to happen and what could happen during this timeline. So funny how all that is kind of starting to happen here, in my personal opinion. We'll see how the price action goes these next few days. I wanted to touch base on one comment. One of the regular viewers, I believe it was my man D Sullivan, left a comment, said, Terry, I don't want to see this go down to 10 cents because I've been buying it here at $1, $1.50 this whole time. I get that. I don't want to see it to go to 10 cents either. But if it does, trust me, if these, and John Berta talked about this in these videos we did, I may try to create a whole folder so you guys can go rewatch those videos where John Berta says he doesn't think the shorts are done playing tricks. It would not surprise me if they run this up a little bit and then do a massive dump or some short attack on it and try to scare investors out if they put stop losses or if they get scared of a big drop. Guys, if you've been in this, we've been all this together right now. You're watching this before the big hype cycle, before all these other people's going to come in and start covering it. We're already prepared. We don't care what this goes to. We're not selling. We know what this thing is worth. We've been doing the due diligence on this for a long time now. So I am ready for anything these market makers, hedge funds, tricks they want to do. They want to run it up. That's fine. I'll hold what I got and let it run. If it wants to drop it down to 10 cents, I'm ready to buy it as well. So hope that clarifies. I really don't want it to see it go to 10 cents because I hope people don't have stop loss on this. Because you shouldn't, because it's going to be private company. So if you believe in it like I do, there is no stop loss on this play. So hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Catch y'all next video, guys. Peace.